and she has now become part of the people's mob. She got the message. Too late. This is something that is absolutely working. I just want you to know, when you go home, it's not over. When you hear another clarion call to show up in Racine, or show up in Toma, or show up in Green Bay, or God forbid, go into the belly of the beast in Madison, Wisconsin, you be there. Because as long as they recognize that there is a reckoning to come on Election Day, they will do what they are trained to do. And that is grab their ankles and do what we want. But unless they're afraid of us, they won't do it. Make the government fear you. Make them terrified. It brought a tear to Nancy Pelosi's Botoxed eye. I'm afraid. I'm afraid that there are going to be political assassinations. I'm terrified of these people. You should be terrified of these people. Let me tell you something, if they ignore your will, and this is a will, by the way, you represent not a silent majority, not even a loud minority. You are the majority in this country. You are. The majority in this country loves the Constitution. The majority in this country believes in one citizen, one vote. The majority in this country does not support corruption. The majority in this country does not want socialism. The majority in this country does not want universal health care, high taxes, and a bankrupt future for our grandkids. You are the majority. If they ignore you, we're going to have a pitchfork patent party, and we're all going to head to the steps of the Capitol and surround it until they get the joke. Everything you do, whether it's having a gathering of folks in your homes, whether it is emailing one another on an email tree, going on the social networking sites, calling into talk radio shows, tuning into Glenn Beck or Sean Hannity or whatever it is you love. I see my Hannity sign out there. Whatever effort you put in is magnified now, ladies and gentlemen, because the guy next door, the guy standing behind you in the grocery store line, the person who's parked next to you at a stoplight, they're all starting to process the exact same information. It's not about being alone anymore. Turn to your right, turn to your left, take a look at the diversity in this crowd. It's old, it's young, it's light-skinned and dark-skinned. It's everybody. This is a cross-section of America standing in this park right now. You are, ladies and gentlemen, you are the voice of America. You're not the voice of Veterans Park conservatives in Milwaukee. You are the voice of America. Make that voice as loud as you possibly can. Louder. Nancy Pelosi is terrified because she can hear Milwaukee inside her own home district. Ladies and gentlemen, go forward in freedom, in the understanding that the only way this country gets back on track, the only way it begins to understand that it works for the people is if you keep it up, you go forward, you recognize that it's your job to keep them honest, because Lord knows they won't do it on their own. So go for it, have a blast today, but remember, today is not where it stops. It doesn't stop ever. When you wake up, before you hit your snooze alarm, you think to yourself, how can I promote liberty in my country? What can I do to make it better for my kids? How can I secure the future for my children's children? Every single day, recognize that you have to be a vigilant guardian of freedom. No one's going to do it for us. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Closing the program today, I'd like to introduce Mike Andorfer. Right, come on up.